Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco 3. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's episode where we could actually still get promoted to the second tier of Spanish football, or probably more likely finish 3rd, 4th, 5th in the table and have a really good first season in the 3rd tier of Spanish football and have a really good platform to build for next season. At the very most today, we have 5 games to play at the very, very most, but I'll explain more about that in a few moments' time. I think first things first, we'll go through the fixtures since you were last here. But of course, in real life, if you want to find out all the football fixtures, all the results and all the latest scores, OneFootball is the app for you. It's up to date with everything that you would want to follow as a football fan. All the results as they come in live. You can go back to all of the results from this season to see who scored when, who got the assists, and track all the players' individual stats so you can get really good informed decisions on the players to sign in Football Manager, or of course, if you just think they're a good signing for your club in real life. So if you haven't done so already, go and download the OneFootball app from the top line of the description for absolutely free. And that is the final OneFootball sponsorship integration, at least for the time being, if there was an experiment out earlier on. If not, there'll be one tomorrow, obviously, as well. But we had a little contract with OneFootball, obviously, and that's sort of come to its conclusion now. And it was a really great opportunity to do some work with OneFootball. It's a really great company. I think it was a great integration to do. You guys seem to really like it as well. I got lots of positive feedback from a lot of you saying you like the app and things like that. So hopefully we can do stuff with OneFootball again in the future. But I thought it was a really great opportunity. And it's the first bit of sponsorship stuff that we've really done on the channel. So it felt really good. So thank you, OneFootball, for everything. Anyway, going into the actual fixtures since you were last here. You were last here for the 5-0 win against Real Union, the 4-1 loss to Real Madrid, and the 3-1 loss to Numancia in the league. And since then, it's not been brilliant. We've played 7 games since then, won 4, lost 3 of them. Starting off with a 4-3 win against Espanyol, a game which we won in the last minute of the game, but we didn't deserve to. You look at this, their XG was much better. They had more shots. We just got very lucky in that game. Our luck, though, ran out against Recreativo and Villarreal B, losing both of those games, unfortunately. We then won 3 in a row against 3 teams that I will pronounce probably all wrong. Villon Venice, which is all wrong, 3-2 beat them. Melilla, which I've said wrong, we beat them 3-1. And Baracaldo, which I think I might have said right, we beat them 2-0 before succumbing to defeat once again against Racing Santander. Now, 3 losses in that time, you might think has put us out of promotion contention, but there's 5 games to go this season, and we currently sit 4th, 8 points off that final promotion place. Cordoba have already won the league, so they are champions, but we do have a game in hand because of international break that went on. So if we look at the news, you can see that there's 4 teams vying for that second place in the table, that final promotion spot to the second tier of Spanish football. We've got 5 games to play, whereas the other teams only have 4 games to play. It's kind of behind my head, actually. If I just temporarily do that, I'm gone. You can see that we have to play actually some pretty mid-table teams apart from Cordoba, who are going to be very, very difficult. The other teams around us have, I think, maybe slightly more difficult games. Murcia definitely have more difficult games. They've got to play both Numancia and Recreativo, if I can say their name properly. So it's going to be very difficult for those teams, but given we are 8 points behind, even with that game in hand, it's going to be a huge ask for us to turn things around. So the plan is to play up until the point where we either do get promoted, that'd be all 5 games, I imagine, or to the point where mathematically we can't get second place anymore. With all of that being said, there are actually a few things that have happened in between episodes. First things first, the B team manager, he was sacked. I didn't do it. The chairman actually sacked the B team manager, which I thought was pretty mad, to be fair. Apparently, he wasn't doing a good enough job, even though they were 4th in the table. So we'll have to get a new B team manager. Could it be Andre Shittigel, who is now taking a coaching course? This was very unprompted. I didn't tell him to do so. He just decided he was going to take a coaching course, apparently, and the club are funding that, so he will have a new coaching course in 4 months' time. And thinking about it, I should probably ask for one. Home profile, start a coaching course. Can I do a Continental C license, please, lads? That'd be very, very nice if you would let me. They've come back to me, and they've said yes. Brilliant. We also had the youth intake come through. I'm not sure if I showed you the youth intake preview or not, but this is the youth intake preview where they said that we were going to have a golden generation. So I was expecting 10 5-star players. What actually came through was kind of underwhelming in a little sense. We got a 4-star player coming through, 3.5-star players, and the rest all 3-star and below. So nothing special or major there. Not a golden generation in my opinion, but very good players are coming through to be good squad players in the future, potentially. Speaking of the youth intake, it brings us nicely on to the Patreon. I want to say a big thank you to the 3 new members of the Patreon. I want to say thank you to Chuck, Mr. Green, and Mildax. Thank you very much for that. Massively appreciate it. And obviously, this will be posted on the Patreon for you guys, the youth intake, if you want to claim one of these players. There's also actually a couple of players who haven't been claimed from previous youth intakes that do look quite good, so I'll post those on the Patreon as well. Of course, if you want to get involved in the Patreon, link down in the description to get signed up to that. Would hugely appreciate your support to the channel. Oh, and now the board are coming in wanting to offer me a new contract. You love to see it. They are delighted with our league performance, very pleased with the level of squad support, and very pleased with the positive atmosphere in the changing room. They are disappointed though with Javi Vazquez, Javier and Martel Taylor-Crossdale's performances. Not so good. I'd love to sign a new contract. I think it'd be great to get a new contract done. It means they won't sack me, probably. That's the main thing. And here is the contract. They want to give me £1,700 a week. Now, if I'm honest with you, I don't really feel like I can accept that because I keep telling my players they can't have much money at all. If I then take more money than all of my players are on, I feel quite bad about that. They want me to get mid-table, and that's it, apparently. We can do that. Work towards repaying the club's financial damage is still there. I thought we had got rid of that, basically, by selling Anthony Ward, but I guess not. They have no ambitions for promotion either. They just want to be established in this level of football. Not as ambitious as me, clearly. Right, well, I don't want a 1-year deal. I want a 2-year deal on... Let's go £1,000 a week, because that's what I want to offer some of my top players. Suggest that. That all looks good to me. 2-year deal, penned to the paper. Amazing. In the meantime, Rayo Majadahonda have just beaten Numancia. So if we win both of our games in hand over Numancia now, we go ahead of them in the table. That would be excellent. I should also point out, actually, that in terms of league goals scored, we have scored 76, and that is the most out of every single team. If we look at goals against, we are 4th in goals against. So we concede an awful lot of goals. We just score more. So the 4-3-3 we've got right now, we concede a lot, but we just score more than the opposition. That's been our entire tactic this season, and that's why we're doing so well. It's actually the most goals anyone's scored at this division ever. I mean, there's only been 3 seasons of it, but still, it's a lot of goals to score. Oh, you hate to see it. I thought we were finally going to get into one of these games, and now our game against Rayo Vallecano has been suspended because of a waterlogged pitch at Vallecano. You hate... I mean, it's kind of good, because it means that we now get another game in hand on teams. We need to look out. Murcia lost. They're behind us in the table. That's good. Recreativa, they're playing Cordoba. Cordoba, please do us a big favour. If Cordoba win this game, which they are currently doing right now, let's press continue again. Will they actually get the win? They got the win. Okay. So now, if we pick up another 6 points, we'll be ahead of Numancia and only 2 points behind Recreativo. Promotion is still on. It just means that today's episode is probably going to be ridiculously long, so apologies for that. Unless, of course, you love long episodes, then obviously you'll love this one. Oh, dear me. Clubs now want Taylor Crossdale. Now, Crossdale is happy to discuss contracts with us. He is happy. The issue is, if we make him an important player, finalise that, he wants £4,000 a week, which we can't afford. 1.9 is the most we can do, and he's... Thank you, Martel Taylor-Crossdale. You've been a great servant to the club, but unfortunately, there's nothing I can do at this stage. Nothing. We can't offer him more money. So, Martel, we love you. Thank you for your service. Go back to England with a renewed sense of purpose in your life, and... I mean, he's not brilliant. It's not like he scores, 20 goals a season for us, 3, 9, 9, 12. It's, it could have been better. He does get a fair few assists. It's decent, but all good things have to come to an end, basically, and this is one of them. So, Martel, thank you. What this does mean is if Martel is going to be leaving us to go to play in League One instead, Kike's contract, we need to get that probably renewed. But saying that... He's actually had quite a decent season with 16 goals in the league, actually. So, okay, let's keep hold of him. Thing is, he'll want quite a lot of money too. Let's make him a regular... Let's make him a squad player. Will he accept that? He accepts squad player. £975 a week. What's he currently on? 1,000. So he's taking a bit of a pay cut. This is even better for us. Can we get you down to like 750? or something like that. Let's also get rid of promotion wage rise. Let's get rid of 1 year. 1 year extension's fine, actually, because, you know, that might be okay. Unused substitute fee, let's get that gone. Take the appearance fee down. Minimum fee release clause, 100k, please. I don't think we'll be selling them at all, but 100k would be quite good. Suggest he wants some big changes. We'll leave the agent fee, appearance fee, minimum fee release, minimum back up to 100k. This back down to 800. Bring that down. Let's go. 800 is what we want. 800. Come on, lad. Forget. Oh, he's going orange. 900 then. 900 he's happy with. It's still £100 a week less. I think that's a good deal. But if we can actually get to a game now, that would be very handy, as we hopefully will be taking on, if we can actually get to the game. Come on, Rayo Vallecano. Right, finally at the game. This is the team we're going to go for, though Javier's going to come off for Felipe Alfonso, who's obviously the new wingback brought in. He's played, as you can see, terribly so far. I think the main issue with the wingbacks is they're not bad players, it's just the system doesn't suit them. With that being said, though, Javi Vazquez and Alfonso are starting at right and left back, with Eusebio Monzo and Lopez through the middle, guarding Anthony Ward at centre back if Bernardo Lopez wants to get off my screen. Chitigel, Gonzalez and Cipollina through the middle, with Crosdale, Kike and Raul Jr. starting up front. Right, so kickoff is upon us. Obviously, this is one of our games in hand that we essentially have to win if we want to be looking in that promotion fight. The only issue is our form has not been particularly good recently. We are up and down. We can't win consistently, but we can't lose consistently either. We're not getting draws either. So I'm not entirely sure how this game is going to go, as Javi Vazquez gets a good challenge in there, up towards Kike. Kike hopefully signing a new contract with us soon. Gets it across to Raul Jr., who all he has to do is put it in the back of the net, and he does, and it's offside. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. I feel like Kike's pass was quite delayed. He should have done it so much earlier, and he is offside. Not to worry, though. You know, we've created a good opportunity there. If we've done it once, we can do it again. Okay, so maybe the chances aren't going to come to us in the first half, but I'm sure they will in the second half. Corner to us, Gonzalez plays it to Eusebio Monzo. That was a very quick highlight, but that seemed to be something straight off the training ground. Eusebio Monzo gets his first goal for the club, and how important could that be for our promotion chances? Oh, you love to see it. Fantastic stuff. So 1-0 up with 30 minutes to go. Can we double our lead as we lose possession straight away? Win it back, though. Chitigel on the ball into Javi Vazquez, who comes forward. Can he swing one into the middle? Go on, lad. He does. Taylor Crosdale can't get his noggin on it, but Chitigel collects that loose ball out to Alfonso. Alfonso this time to not put a cross in the middle. Cipollina back to Chitigel again. Gonzalez, Kike, Taylor Crosdale back to Kike, not quite getting it done, but we do regain possession. Again, the pressure stays. Alfonso surely this time will swing it into the middle, or maybe Cipollina will. Cipollina does. No one's there. Chitigel, what is happening in this highlight? We are creating so much, and we finally put it in the back of the net. Raul with a superb shot from distance for his 34th goal of the season. And with that, a 2-0 victory against Rayo Vallecano. That was needed. The issue is, the next game we play is against Cordoba, who are top of the table by a long way and are the best team in the division. So we've got to be at our very, very best if we want to pick up something here. We are at home, though. That could be an advantage. There we go. Crossdale's on his way. Salford have got him for much less in terms of wages as what he wanted from us. They gave him 2.7. He wanted 3.9 from us. So fair play. He's back to the UK. We'll love you and leave you, Crossdale. A bit of a love-hate relationship with him, actually, at Gibraltar. He was good, but not quite to the extent that he is on the Gateshead save on stream. Numancia are about to play a game. I've just accidentally gone through that very quickly. They've won it, but we still have 2 games in hand on them, 5 points behind them, so we could go ahead of them still if we win our games in hand. Although technically one of those games in hand is now against Cordoba, so maybe not. I think what we'll do is keep the lineup the same. It worked quite well against, obviously, the team we just played, Rayo Vallecano, so I've got no intention or desire to change it. I don't think we need to. As Kike signs his new contract, you'll love to see it. Recreativo won their game in the early kickoff. So did Murcia, so we've got to win this one. Early highlight in this game against Cordoba, who I think have still got to play, actually, the Numancia, Recreativo and Murcia. I think they've got to play all of those teams. So ideally, they'd all be losing to Cordoba and then we win. That would be quite good, actually. So fingers crossed that happens for us. But it's Cordoba looking forward in the early highlights of this game. Anthony Ward with a good save. It does actually say quite a lot about our defence and style of play when we've got Anthony Ward, who is apparently the best goalkeeper in the entire division, and he's conceded the 4th most amount of goals this season. I'm a big fan, actually, of our system. I'm a big fan of we'll score one more than you. That's how we're going to win our games. That's the way we've played. That's the way it's worked very well for us this season. But I am thinking of switching styles of play next season, because I'd rather win games 1-0, I think, than win them 4-3. And then, as we have seen a couple of times this season, run the risk of losing games. I think we lost a Cordoba on camera earlier on this season, like 4-0 or something like that. So we do run the risk of doing things like that sometimes with this style of play. I'm going to thrash my arms around, far from policing what I've just seen, because we didn't have a single shot in that first half. It was all Cordoba, as you can see there. We do, though, have a highlight right at the start of this second half as Rayo Jr., with our first shot of the game, gets it in the back of the net. That is what we needed to do. And if we just pick up the win here today, it's so good if we do. So that puts us on to 63 points. We'll be 5 points behind Recreativo. With a game in hand, we'll be 2 points behind them if we win that game in hand. And then we have to rely on them slipping up in one of their remaining games. And we have to win everything, basically. We've got to win every single game. It's not in our hands at all. We've just got to keep winning, and we've got to hope that Recreativo and Numancia both slip up at least once in their games to really make sure we try and get second place. As Taylor Crosdale's clearance up to Rayo Jr. is a good one. Rayo Jr., come on, lad, get forward. He's not quite done it properly. Oh, no. Cordoba coming forward, allowed to run through the middle of our players, and Anthony Ward is there to try and keep this clean sheet going. If we win this game, this is huge. If we win it, it's a real coup and a real statement of intent that we could be getting. It's going to be so close come the end of the season. So close. As much as I don't think we are ready enough to go up, like financially we're not there, the stadium's not there, the players aren't there, I want it. I want it so bad now that we're right on the edge of it. And there's 10 minutes to go in this game. I've not made any changes. I feel like I should have done. But we're winning. I don't want to upset the balance of the team right now. We're about to get... Look at the match stats. We've done so many games like this season where we have been... we've had like 3 or 4 shots. The other team have had like 16. And we end up winning. So many times we've done it this season. We've done it again. We are massively overperforming. Massively. Do I care though? No, I don't. I love it. So there we go. Win our game in hand. We'll go ahead of Numancia. And will be 2 points behind Recreativo, who have got in their remaining games, Rayo had 118th and Murcia in 5th. Murcia, please do us a favour on the final day of the season, please. Of course, that does rely on us actually, winning our games as well. We've got a team in 7th up next. Ori, I'm not going to try and pronounce it. I always say that. I'm not going to try and pronounce it and then try and go on to pronounce it. Orihuela. That's not too difficult. Oh, who's this? This team, who are in the Portuguese 3rd division. I'm not going to try and pronounce that at all, and I won't actually try and pronounce it because that looks very difficult to say. They want Lopez at the end of his contract. We've not offered Lopez a new contract yet. He's on £750 a week, 30 years old. I only want to give him a 1-year deal. Not as a star player, as a regular starter as well, which he's accepted. The issue with Lopez is he wants 2.8 grand a week. You can't have it, lad. I'm not paying you anywhere near that. So go to Portugal. Go. Lopez, you've been a great servant to the club. We love you dearly. You've been here a long time. Got incredible average ratings. You've been a rock defensively, but I'm not paying you that much money. 1, the club can't afford to do it, and 2, you're not worth it. You're not worth that sort of money. So Lopez will love you and leave you. Goodbye. Oh, that's so annoying. That is really annoying because he is class. He's a really good defender, solid, consistent, a good leader. But when he's asking for, nearly 3 times what he's on already, we can't do it. Not quite sure why he thinks he deserves that either, if I'm honest with you. He's not 3 times the player he was the past 2 seasons, so I don't get it. Things might change if we get promoted. He's already signed his contract now, so that's that. He's on his way. No wonder he wanted a lot of money from us. They're paying him nearly 4 grand a week. Good luck to him. Looks like this is the only game happening this weekend, by looks of things, from the news articles. So I'm going to assume that no one else is playing, and this actually is one of our games in hand, which is actually It looks like it. Rather nerve-wracking. Again, I don't really feel we need to change anything. They're playing well. They're working well together. Let's just keep it as it is. So for the third time today, kickoff is upon us. And again, we've got to keep winning. Win this game, and we are in striking distance of promotion as Gonzalez is disallowed. I think Rayo pushed someone, maybe. It did say something like disallowed for pushing another player. So I guess it was Rayo doing that in the area to just push him out of the way or something like that. But, you know, a good opportunity early on. Let's do it again. I'll be honest with you, coming into today's episode, I thought after the first two games, we'd be down and out of it. Didn't think we'd win both of them, or maybe one of them, but not Cordoba. And yet we are right now in a position where we could be playing all 5 games and actually getting promoted. I didn't think that would be the case, but it's looking likely and more and more likely. It still probably won't happen. I'm trying not to jinx it, basically, because I can see this team coming forward. The Yellows, we'll call them that because I can't pronounce their name. The Yellows are coming forward. Brazil, basically, they've got blue shorts on. Brazil have not scored. Anthony Ward, good save. We're going to miss Anthony Ward next season. There's no way he's going to come back to us on loan. He'll be playing in the first team for Valencia, or he'll be playing in the division above us if we don't get promoted, that is. If we get promoted, we might get him back. And I've messed this up so much, I'm going to cut this bit out. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. I stopped talking because I was going on about Anthony Ward saying how great he was and then just got really confused with what I was saying. So I just thought, right, pause a minute, Tom. Take a moment to breathe. And then as I take a moment to breathe, they've done that. Not a great start to the game. It's 37 minutes into it, Tom. We need to win. Annoyingly, their XG is amazing. Apparently, we've had no decent chances in this first half. Come on, boys. I know we can score goals. Let's not concede. Taylor Crosdale can't get the ball. I thought he was on it there. Brazil looking to come forward again. It's that man again. Oh, is this going to be our... Just like that. Just like that, our promotion push might be over. We've got to do something in this second half. We've got to do something in this second half. Throw the water bottle. Your pride is at stake today. Players look demotivated. Do I care? Yes, actually, quite a bit. I need you to be motivated, riled up, ready to go in this second half. We're going to say demand more right off the bat. But nothing's happening. No, score goals, boys. Come on, score some goals. I'm expecting to do some good stuff. As we've got a corner. Gonzalez in the middle, cleared. Only as far as Eusebio Monzo, though. Back to have... Oh, we're losing Eusebio Monzo in the season as well. We're losing both our centre-backs. So Crosdale gets one back. Okay, good. Come on, boys. Another goal. And then another one after that, please, if you'd be so kind. Tactically, things need to change. Let's push Javi Vazquez onto attack. Alfonso onto attack. Who's not played well up front? Kike, off you go for Onino, please. Shitty Gel, not played well. Tomic, on you come. Everyone else has kind of played all right. So let's confirm those changes and maybe push Gonzalez up a little bit. Confirm those changes. Let's go, boys. I believe in us. Press play. Let's go very attacking, please. As corner comes in, cleared. Gonzalez isn't going to win it, but can he get it back off the Brazil player? It's not Brazil, but I'm going to call him that still. There's Taylor Crosdale up to Raul. Raul coming forward. Can he beat his man in the area? He's brought down in the area. Penalty. Penalty. No penalty given. And it's Brazil coming forward instead. They miss. Okay, they miss. I can't believe we weren't given a penalty then. Surely that was a penalty opportunity. I can't believe that. Free kick for Brazil. Put it into the middle. Cleared only as far as a Brazil player who... This Brazilian side have looked better than us today. But Anthony Ward collects the loose ball. Come on, boys. Let's get this out the back. Great ball up to Raul. Great ball across to Onino Jr. Onino, can he find Martel? He shoots himself and he has a good chance, to be fair. Oh, I don't think we're going to do it. I've not got a good feeling. This Brazil side looked too good for us today, I must say, as they look to come forward again. Good clearance, though, from Monzo. Cipollina, back to Monzo. Let's pass it out the back nicely. Oh, beautiful passing play. If only that pass was any good, then we might have had a good chance to score a goal there. We haven't. Ahmed on the ball to Hayes, who doesn't get it. Cleared up to no one again. Boys, let's just... Look for the smart pass. Don't be stupid. Look for a smart pass as Anthony Ward. Come on, my son. brings it out from the back. Eusebio Monzo up to Tomic. Tomic to Raul. Raul is through. That was a sensible pass. Raul chips the keeper. It's 2-2. 10 minutes to go. Let's get a third. I'll be honest, coming back from 2-0 down is fantastic, but a draw isn't enough. We need the 3 points today, and that was a terrible throw-in. Their clearance does find their man. They've got a man in the middle who's goal side of our defenders. Monzo clears it nicely though. Gonzalez to Onino, not quite getting it. Tomic collects the loose ball. Come on, let's get this done. Javi Vazquez running down the wing. Come on, square it. He does. Raul Jr., come on. You love to see it. We brought this back from the death. That is absolutely phenomenal from us in the second half. 2-0 down. This is it. This is it. You know, if we weren't meant to get promoted, we would have lost this game. We're meant to get promoted. We are meant to do it. Let's just drop down to positive and things like that. Let's, you know, don't want to ruin things at the end of the game, but I must say, no. Not like this, lads. Not like, what a block. Who was that? Lopez on the line. What a block. There we go. Highlight over. Clocking is ticking down. We've got the win. We're getting promoted. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Outstretched arms. A good win, boys. Well done. Beautiful stuff. I knew they wouldn't let me down. I knew they would not let me down. And with 2 games to go, 2 points off promotion. Recreativo, we've got to win both our games. Recreativo have to drop points. And we can't finish on level points with them because I think they do have better head-to-head record against us. Recreativo, we lost 3-0 and we lost... so they have got better head-to-head record. So we've got to beat them on points. So they've got to lose one of their games. We've got to win both of ours. They can't draw one and win one. Otherwise, they will finish ahead of us in the table if we win both our games. They've got to lose one. Javi Vazquez and Chitigel both pick up bans for picking up yellow cards. So they're going to miss the next game against Badajoz, who are 13th in the table. Javi Vazquez now out for 2 to 3 months with a hip injury. Our left back is out for the rest of the season. That's not ideal. He's going to miss the next 2 games, obviously. He's been superb in these 3 games in today's episode. We're going to miss him. Right, Badajoz up next. No one we care about playing in the early kickoff, so that's absolutely fine. We can ignore the early kickoff games. We need to keep a big eye out, obviously, on the... Well, actually, Mathia and Numancia, we can keep an eye on those games, because that'd be quite impressive. But also, Real Majadahonda, who need to win to avoid relegation, and Recreativo, who need to win to get promotion. That's what they need. Obviously, Chitigel and Vazquez got to come off. So Chitigel off for Tomic and Vazquez off for Ethan Brito. Right, kickoff is upon us. We need to keep an eye out, though, on a few games down here, which is a bit annoying because it's going to keep dropping down as more results come in. Good clearance there from the free kick of the corner, sorry. Can Ted across there win the ball? He can't. Ball forward is not very good. Taylor Crossdale wins the clearance. And Tomic now, can he find a ball forward? No, but Brito can to Kike. Kike, come on. Let's get an early goal in this game to settle our nerves down a little bit. Or get tackled instead, as it is Badajoz looking to come forward. Or Badajoz coming forward. It's probably a H, isn't it? Because of the J in the name. Badajoz get tackled though. Cipollina into Raul Jr. What a ball that is to Kike. And Kike can't finish. We don't mind too much what happens with Mathia and Numancia. Obviously, Mathia beating Numancia would be better for us. But obviously, we need Majadahonda to do us a favour and get the win against Recreativo. Although saying that, hold your horses. Why are Recreativo on 36 games still? Maybe they've not kicked off yet. Maybe they're a very late kick-off. Maybe that's... Okay, so we're going to see that stay at 0-0, I think. So let's not get too excited about that result. But half-time, 0-0. Thrash the arms this time. Far from pleased from what I've just seen. We need to get some goals in this second half. Let's go very attacking again. Let's shout demands more from the entire team. And we might do the same again if we're not scoring goals. You know, push those wing-backs up. Put an attacking midfielder into the fray as well. Boys, don't let us down like this. Not like this. We've played brilliantly this episode so far. Let's not ruin things. As Felipe Alfonso has played terribly. Javier on you come instead. Gonzalez push forward. Wing-back attack. Wing-back attack. Confirm those changes. Come on, boys. Ethan Brito also had a bad game, but we can't take him off because we've got no one else on the bench. Goal kick for them, or whatever it was, free kick or whatever. Badajoz coming forward. Cross coming into the middle. Cipollina with a great challenge. Clears it up to Gonzalez. Right, 4 players coming forward. We've got to score from this, as Raul is surely offside. I think there's an offside in there. We've hit the post anyway, so it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, actually. We need to score goals. Shout, once again, demand more. Not like this, boys. We've played brilliantly. Let's just get 1 goal. Raul Jr. can't win it. It's, I think, offside anyway. What's the point? Okay, they've continued play. Javier can't clear it properly. Boys, this is getting... After everything we've been through, let's not throw it away like this against a lower mid-table side that we should be comfortably beating, given how well we've played recently. We beat Cordoba, top of the table, who have lost like 0 games this season, pretty much. We've come back from 2-0 down. No, come on. 1 final shout. I can't do it. There's no more shouts left in me, apparently. I can't shout any more at the players. We've got to do this on our own. Cipollina, Monzo to Javier. Right, 3 strikers running forward. The attacking midfielder running forward. We've got 4 players in and around. What's he doing? Why is he getting tackled like that? He's now out of position, and they've hit the post, and Anthony Ward collects it. End of the highlights. 1 final highlight, which is not going to us, apparently. Not going to us. Oh, they've... Oh, can't believe it. After everything. Far from pleased. After everything. The good news is, Recreativo haven't actually played yet. And if they lose to Roma Hada Honda, which they won't, because Roma Hada Honda are relegation fodder, we need Recreativo to lose both their games now. And they're not. They've just won that 2-0. So that's it. That's it. Promotion hopes over. Recreativo, congratulations on your promotion. Because they have been promoted now, I believe. There we go. Oh, it was so close. I can't believe that. You know what this means, though? This means that next season, we are surely favourites to be in and around that promotion places next season. You know, we've come 4th in our first season. I mean, potentially 3rd. We won't do a next game on camera because there's no point now. We're not going to get promoted. Oh, I tell you what, that was agonisingly close. And it's annoying. We just can't keep form. Like, you can see, I mean, there was a bit of consistency through December and January, but, you know, after January, consistency was out of the window. Before January, consistency was out the window as well. We couldn't... The longest winning streak we've had is actually 3 games in a row. We've not won more than 3 games in a row. Next season, if we're just that little bit more consistent, we've got promotion in the bag. I'm sure we do. But next season will be difficult because we're losing Crossdale, we're losing Monzo, we're losing Lopez. And they're going to be very difficult to replace. We need to make better use of the loan market next season, I think. And we need to get a better goalkeeper because Anthony Ward will not come back to us next season. As I said, operating currently at the Liga 2 level, he's not going to come back to a 3rd tier team next season. He won't come to us. So Anthony Ward, thank you very much. He has conceded 61 goals this season, which isn't great. But our whole philosophy has been we score 1 more than you. So we need to maybe change that next season. The reason it works so well this season is because we do have a keeper like Anthony Ward who can make world-class saves. Next season we won't have a keeper as good as him. So the system might need to change. But I must say I'm proud of the boys. I'm proud of the boys and the way we have played this season. It's been phenomenal. So obviously we will be back next time for the transfer special to bring some new players in, get some fresh meat, build a squad capable of winning promotion. Of course, you know, we have got successful players in this squad. Look at 37 goals in 39 games for Raul Jr. His XG is only 20 as well. Raul Jr., take a bow. Crosdale got 16 as well. Kike, got 16. Crosdale got 14. And then everyone else gets nothing, basically. But next season will be good. Next season, I think we've got a solid platform to build on and get the right additions to the squad. Promotion could be ours. So thank you ever so much for watching today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have done, drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.